Today is the day that Newsmax Media is set to list on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol NMAX. Pretty good. That wasn't taken, Chris. This comes after raising $75 million for the sale of 7.5 million shares of Class B common stock at $10 a share. Join us now, Newsmax Media CEO Chris Ruddy. How are you?
Joe.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
If you look at all cable, so you started in 1998, started slow. Everybody, I think, knows Newsmax.
Digital media.
Started
online, Newsmax.com, and then morphed into Newsmax TV in 2014. 2014. Everybody said, don't do it. You'll never get on cable systems. You'll never get a license fee. We're on every major cable system. We get license fees from everybody. In fact, we're the #4 cable news channel in the United States, right behind CNN. We're #7 of all cable channels, Nielsen, based on our coverage rating. I think it's a pretty big achievement for a 10-year-old new cable company.
What was your rationale starting out? You saw that Fox carved out a niche of, what would you call it, center right media, which was not like most of media.
Yeah, start with Fox News. You're right about that, but it's not a niche. They had more than half of the cable news market. I thought to myself, Newsmax has a great digital brand in the center-right market, and they have no competition. And I think there was a demand for more competition against Fox.
Fox had no competition.
Correct, on the center-right. Newsmax came in.
Anywhere.
We're taking about 30% of their number between the Nielsen number on Newsmax Cable and our streaming channel number, Newsmax 2. You know, since then, Fox had 100 million people watching on cable 10, 15 years ago. It's only got 64 million now. We're in 57 million homes. So we're very close. I think we're becoming very competitive with them.
So, Chris, the question I have in terms of the growth story is we're all living, all the legacy media, now you're not in that legacy media category just yet, but somewhat, are worried about the cable bundle getting unbundled. Sure. You're at 57 million. You're saying Fox is at 64 million. Yeah. Those numbers by default, at least on the Fox side, should come down. Hopefully you can capture some of that share.
Right.
The question is, what does that look like, you think, over the next 5 or 10 years, given the headwinds against the industry?
We hate the bundle. The bundle is terrible for the industry, the cable industry. It's terrible for consumers, right? Because you get ESPN, you have to get 10 channels nobody else watches. And Newsmax, we're the only, I think, major independent cable, certainly in news. So we like breaking up the bundle, and we think it's good to do it. Our cable fees we see going up very significantly. I'm getting a small fraction.
You're saying on a per sub basis?
Correct.
So, so the goal is increase that number.
Correct.
At a time, though, when the total number may come down?
Correct. The ecosystem is going down.
Right.
But it's going to be a very vibrant platform because of live sports and live news. Right. We have live news. You have live news.
What's your cost structure relative, do you think, to the legacy news guys?
Oh, I mean, I'm running Newsmax, which is not far behind CNN at, let's say, about $200 million a year in revenues and expenses and everything else. I mean, think about what CNN's spending, billions and billions. So there must be tremendous fat in all these companies, and they're not.
Chris, there was a period where you had a couple of nights where you beat Fox handily. And I'm trying to remember the environment we were in right then. I think President Trump was angry at Fox about something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's done. They are so back in terms of good graces now. Every single cabinet person we try to get, they're just, it's just like every day. It's just one after another. And I don't really think they get asked very hard questions. And maybe Brett Baer.
Our view is we have a lot of those folks on Newsmax, too, all the time. President Trump was just on
is that because you don't ask hard questions, too?
Well, we ask hard questions, and we have a lot of Democrats. John Fetterman comes on Greta Van Susteren all the time.
That's like when they call, that's when they call Kitzinger a Republican, or Liz Cheney a Republican.
We have Barney Frank as a commentator. We have Mark Warner comes on all the time. Bernie Sanders was on recently. So a lot of people, we really do reach out, and we like that. We believe we're conservative with an independent news mission, and we ask tough questions of the Trump administration. President Trump was just asked by Greg Kelly on Tuesday night, isn't Putin dragging his feet? And President Trump said, yeah, I think he is dragging his feet. I think that was the beginning of this change now towards Ukraine, started on that Newsmax show.
Chris, how is Newsmax different than Fox? Why do viewers come to you instead of?
Well, what I suggest is you and everybody else tune in and see the difference. I think we have better personalities.
I've seen some of it. But how
yeah, we have some great personalities, people like Greta, Rob Schmidt, Rob Finnerty, a great lineup of correspondents. I think we're asking a lot of tough questions, but we're independent. We're not, oftentimes I think Fox's mistake is it's got too many agendas. Like, we don't go in and oppose candidates. They opposed Trump in 16. They opposed Trump in 20. They opposed him in 24. My view is I've known Donald Trump for almost 30 years. I'm a friend of his, but we still cover him very fairly and balanced. And I'm not out there to support him or oppose him, but just cover the news. And I think when people see that, we get a lot of spin in the major media about what Newsmax is about. But when people tune in, I think they go, oh, really? The MRI data shows that Newsmax has more than 50% moderate liberal audience.